YouTube, what's up? It's WHOISKINGSHAWN, and we're back again with another banger. Now I'm here. We need to talk. We need to talk about people being broke and why are they struggling in 2026. Let me close this real quick. Now, a lot of people are failing because they are lazy. They're not failing because they can't do it. They're failing because they're lazy. So this is kind of a big problem in the world right now. If you want to strive, if you want to get to that next level, you want to make money. Now, my journey started in 2016, late 2015. I was watching a video and I seen Nipsey Hussle talking, the late, great Nipsey Hussle. You see his picture in my office all the time. And in this interview, he was talking about cryptocurrency and technology and how the world is going to be changing. And I thought that was really big, man. And after I watched that video, I started thinking about my life and where everything is going. And I started saying, man, I'm in this warehouse. I'm working this 9 to 5. I'm slaving, working for another man's dream. And what is really going on with myself? So I said, change my mindset. I kept hearing Nipsey in my ear, change your mindset. So I had about 8 collections on my credit report, late payments, inquiries. It was just so much. So what I did was, all the money that I was getting from my job, I would take care of my family with. And then I had a side job where I was working for a moving company. All the money that I made from the moving company, I would pay all my debt back. And it took me a little bit of time, and all the collections I had, I started working on myself, getting them removed. I had 8 collections. I removed 7 of them by myself. That's why in the ebook I always tell you could do it yourself. Stop being lazy and do the work. I have a lot of people that use that ebook and got a lot of great results. When I was on Instagram years ago, I used to post all the results. People used to, it was going crazy. But as I was growing, my mind started changing. I started detaching from people. I just wanted to be in a great space when I was doing this transition. So at that time, once I fixed the credit, I said, okay, now it's time for me to get a credit card. At the time, I got the Capital One secure card. That's all I could get approved for. I did a $99 deposit. I believe they gave me $200 at the time. That same card I have today, it got a little over 10 years credit history, right? So that was that part of my life when I was starting. Now, after, what happened to the world, I don't want to say that word because the algorithm on YouTube will block my views and stuff like that. So what happened was, when that happened to the world around 1920, I had a lot of time to be home and really think and say, okay, I started building this credit. It's been about 3 years. I worked on my personal credit probably a year and a half to get it in a great position. I had about 2-3 credit cards. I said, I need to start doing something, man. I need to start finding a way to invest. So what I started doing, I used a credit card, my second credit card I had. It was a Discover card for $15,000, right? Gold was down, and I wanted to get in the reselling of Rolex watches. So what I would do, I will buy a Rolex watch that was used, or if I found a deal that was new, I will get it, buy it with my credit card, and they had websites. I will just post it right back on, and I will resell it. I will make maybe $1,500, $1,800, $2,000. I didn't care at the time. I was really excited to start investing. So I did that for a while. I made some good money. Like I said, I probably over time made $25,000, $30,000 profit in that field. I moved on to the car rental game. I started using my credit card, liquidating them, going to the auctions, getting these cars, getting them back, fixing them up, and I was putting them on all these apps and started renting them out, man. And I was making good money. But I grew out of that. Then I got into my own moving company, did that for a while, moved on from that. Got into real estate, which was the number one thing I wanted to get into, which was really good. And I started seeing the ups and downs in it, right? Once I started seeing the ups and downs in it, I said, hold up. Is this something I want to do long term? Or do I want to fall back from it? And I said, with business, you're going to have good, you're going to have bad. And I learned that, right? So it was great money that I was making off in it. And I said, I wanted to pivot. So in the last 3 to 4 years, I started getting into the stock market, doing options, buying stocks, buying IPOs, putting my money in different things. I had my money in a high yield savings account, money market. I mean, it's so many different ways. But the high yield savings account wasn't moving fast enough that I wanted it. You know, you could get some good high yield savings account, 4%, 4.55, 5.5, 6%. They even had an energy one that you could get up to 9%. You know, I learned about all these different things, but I wanted my money to move fast. And once I got it into the stock market, I said, man, I started seeing how that money was growing so fast instantly. I said, man, I need to start dumping a lot of my money in this. And that's what I started doing. And I want you to always remember, for you to go to the next level, you're going to have to hustle. You're going to have to, again, take your 9-to-5 job, take care of your family, and get a part-time job, maybe on the weekend or after work for a couple hours, and start paying back your debt. This is how you're going to scale. I even got a video I did a couple years ago, how you could be a millionaire in 7 years in the stock market. Easy. That's a whole nother story. Go back on my old videos speaking about that. Now, let's just say, for instance, look right above. This is one of my brokerage accounts I have where my money is making money while I sleep. And it's up 35% in the last 12 months. So let's think about it. Your money made up to 35+% on your money. That's a hell of a great return. And that's just one brokerage account. You could spread it out. Some people use Webull, some people use TD Ameritrade, some people use different ones. It's so many. That's a whole nother story. Where you want to park your money and invest your money is going to be up to you. Once I started seeing that money grow so easy, I said, it's no reason for me to do anything else. I mean, I like to be a silent investor. I have people that come to me and say, hey, I need this, I need this, I need to finish off this project I'm working with, and I need to finish off the floorings, and then we'll make out that's a whole nother story. We could get into that when I start working with people one-on-one, because this is what I eventually want to do. I told you I'm going to be doing a lot of changes to my channel. And one of the changes is that I took the ebooks off the website. My one-on-one calls I was doing with people, that's coming off my website. And I actually want to start working with people that's serious and really want to scale themselves. And I want to work with you on a personal, how to remove collections and all these different things, how to put your credit report in a great position so when the banks see it, y'all can get instant approval. That's one thing. Then I want to start working with y'all on the business side, showing you how to grow your business, how you could get funding from these banks, what you need to do, and really show you a whole package deal. So this is why I'm transitioning, and I'm doing a lot of different videos. I know a lot of time through the years, people see me in my office through the years, but I'm gonna start transitioning and doing different things and really start focusing, working with people that's serious, that really want to scale to that next level. So again, man, I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody go to the top, but it starts with you, and it starts with your mindset. You got to change your mindset. You got to believe in yourself, and you got to remember, you cannot work for a company for 30 to 40 years and think that you're going to get to the next level building somebody else's dreams instead of building your own dreams. Get in the comments, tell me what you think, like, comment, subscribe. But for now, I'm up out of here. Peace.